Hello and good day, everybody. This is Mylon going live from my business page. The people who have been following me have been watching that I have been interviewing various members from our business community. And today I've got a very special guest, Deborah. She's actually one of the best leaders from our community. I'll introduce her to you in a minute. The people who have been following me, just let me give some brief information about myself. So I'm Mainol. I am a biologist. Basically, I did a PhD in biological sciences from Australia, and I'm also a martial artist. And at the same time, I'm a digital business owner and mentor. I help people learn how to leverage the digital space. So without talking much further, I'd like to welcome Deborah to the show. Deborah, good morning. How are you doing today?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's been a pleasure and it's an honor to have you in my show over here. So, Deborah, just could you please give us some brief information about yourself, what you used to do before you became a digital entrepreneur, and how did you find out about this particular business?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'll introduce myself. My name is Deborah. I'm originally from Canada, but now living in Mexico. I'm a child of God. I'm a mother of 6, a grandmother of 17, and a great-grandmother of 5. And I found this business I started this business actually in February of 2017. I had been laid off my job from the oil sands, and I'm an accountant by trade. And it was when the big layoff boom happened. They laid off 1,200 in our company, and all of us that were the high paid ones, they let us go, and, being an accountant, it was a smart thing for them to do, as a business. But anyways, it still hurt. And I, started looking for work and things, but, reality in life is people do not want to hire anybody over the age of 60. And that's just, a harsh reality that, when you get to be my age, that you have to find. So, we had a great nest egg at one time, but we had life happen, and we, it took every penny we had in our savings. So when it came time for retirement, or I always called it was a voluntold environment because I lost my job. There was no money to retire. So I thought, I've got to start looking for something. And I started looking online because I thought, I know people are working online. I know people that do, and that, they make really good money, and they've been doing it for years. So there's got to be something out there for me too. So I started looking online, and oh man, there's a lot of things out there that are real trash that, and I came across all of those too. But there, these 2 young men kept going across my page. Their ad kept going across my page. And of course, I'm a spiritual person, so I prayed. And I said, God, send me the one that will work the best for me, right? So anyways, it kept going across my page every day, every day, every day. Finally, I clicked on their ad. And I thought, well, this is, an online business, maybe, and they say they have full training and all this. So I went to the information session and I watched it, and I was in awe. Like, being a business person and an accountant, I seen the business side of it right from the very get-go. And I knew it was a business that would work. I didn't know how it was going to work. And I didn't know how long it was going to take. But I know business does not get rich quick. You have to build your business up to, become profitable. And so anyways, I thought, I'm going to try this. So anyways, on February 16th, 2017, I became a business owner, online business owner. And today I'm very successful. And
nearly 4 years.
Yes, nearly 4 years. And, in 16, 17 more days, it'll be 4 years. I'll be celebrating my 4-year anniversary. And it's, it worked. And was it easy for me? No, because I was not a social media person. I, worked all day long, 12 to 14 hours a day. I worked every day on a computer doing income taxes, book work, accounting work, and so on. But, I worked with Excel and stuff, but I did not know how to put a picture on Facebook. I know, I kid you not. And it was a struggle because I thought, online, and I would when I finished at the end of the day, I just closed my computer. I didn't want to learn social media. I did have a Facebook account because my children lived across the country from where I lived, and they made me have a Facebook account so they could keep, in touch with me and send the kids pictures and things. So thank heavens. I thank God every day I had a grandson that was very patient with his grandmother to help teach me how to put pictures on Facebooks and things. And it was very easy to learn because he said, Grandma, it's Google. And I said, what is Google? Like, what is Google? And he said, Google is a thing on your computer or your phone, and you just type in a question. Type it in exactly like you were asking me a question. How do I put a picture on Facebook? ? And I said, okay. So I did that, and a couple of days went by, and I thought, oh no, Tracy, honey, this isn't working. And so I finally called him, and he said, what's wrong, Grandma? And I said, it's not working. I'm not getting any of my answers of the questions I'm asking. And he said, well, what's it doing? And I said, it's bringing up this stuff called YouTube. I've never heard of YouTube. What is that? And he said, Grandma, that's your answers. All your answers will come in a video, and it'll show you exactly what to do. So it was all video-based. Google gives you all video-based training. And I thought, wow, that's amazing. And our training is the same. So anybody can learn it. Doesn't matter your education level. It doesn't matter, your background, where you came from. Anybody can do this business. It takes time, but the benefits are very much rewarding. Very much rewarding.
Yes.
And we're helping other people. Right.
Yes, definitely. So the next question, Deborah, I would let you tell because you are the leader here today in the community. So the next question to me, of course, you said that there are various opportunities in the online space, but why do you think, of course, now you're a leader, you have spent 4 years in this business, you are probably aware of other things available in online. So what makes our platform special? You can let our viewers know.
We have a community of people in our business, and there's no competition. This is one of the very few businesses around that there's no competition. So people in this community, everybody's willing to help everybody because it doesn't benefit anybody, whether you make money from them or not, for them to fail. So everybody's got your best interest. They're always there working, like the community, the group. Like I've met people I would never have met you if it wasn't for this business.
Yes, definitely.
You meet people from all over the world, right? You meet people from all over the world. And this business is legit. It has integrity. And we're not doing something that, we're not hiding anything. We're not saying anything. We're telling people we have a training class where you can come to and learn how to be an online entrepreneur. And, and we even can tell them where to get the product to be able to do it. And there's no selling. You don't have to go to your family, your friends, I recommend everybody do, but I mean, because if I was getting a new job, even as a Walmart greeter, I'd be telling my family, hey, come to Walmart. I'm a new greeter there, right? So I tell people, be proud of your business, right?
Yes. So the viewers, just a few comments there. So what Deborah said, that we have an incredible community where people help each other, and there is lifetime training and mentoring. As even if you don't know anything, you would be built.
We have one-on-one
from scratch. And there is community members to reach out to. Even let's say your mentor coach is sleeping, you can reach out to another part of the world where it is daytime, and there is always somebody to help in this business. So yes, Deborah, so a bit more, I'd like to have some more comment from you about the community of people, because when you started, how many members were there? And now it's, today I checked, it's 72,000 plus. Okay.
When I started, there was about 100.
What is your,
100
people.
100 people when I started. When I started the business, I came in and there was around 100 people. And today, like you say, there's 72,000. But how many billions of people are in the world? And the thing of it is, everybody can be doing this business because it's, I say it's almost like a profit sharing, right? Because everybody in the whole world can join in and we all share on the profit type of thing. So it's an amazing, amazing business, and it's above and beyond, like being an accountant for 42 years, owning my own accountant, and doing corporate income taxes, individual income taxes, and small business income taxes. I have completed many, many income taxes for people that have, we're online people too, but I have yet to see one that has made this many people that profitable and has changed so many lives. And like I say, it's not get rich quick. It takes time. It takes patience and perseverance. But it's there. It's like any real business that you start. You don't open the doors of a business and become profitable overnight. And if you want to be successful, like the billionaires of today, how many times and how long did it take them to become successful, right? So
yes, and definitely, viewers. So any success story, there is a beginning. Okay, so you have to start somewhere, and you don't have to see all the stairs. You just have to take the first step, and once you take that first step, and then what Deborah says, I think one of your comment: live by faith, not by fear. Could you bit more add on there?
I actually had to learn how to live by faith and not fear, because I was afraid that, I was going to mess up my computer. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to get my picture on Facebook correctly. I was afraid that, I'm going to lead somebody incorrectly if I don't learn this myself. And I was afraid of everything. And then one day it was like, I can't be afraid. I have to believe, because I strongly believe that, when you ask for something, you have to believe it will happen. So anyways, I learned real strongly how to live by faith and not fear. And it worked. And when I started believing in myself, my business just skyrocketed. And, I made more money in 1 month in this business that I made in my whole entire year as being an accountant firm. That's a lot of money. And, will everybody else do it that way? I don't know, because it's all up to each individual. What is your why? And I see all these young people that come into our business that have small children, and, they have to go to work. Well, I had to work when my kids were small. I had to. A one income family just didn't work. You had to have 2 incomes. So I had to work the whole time. And years ago, I gave a book to my children, and I said to them, this is after they all became adults, and I said, fill it in. It's talking about the good, the bad, the ugly of their childhood growing up, what they would change, what they wouldn't change, and all the bad things, what they hated, what they liked. And anyways, our youngest daughter gave it back quite quickly, and I thought, oh no, this can't be good, because I told them, take your time, couple of years, 5 years, whatever, like keep it, right? But fill it in honestly from your heart. So she gave it back, quite quickly within a few months. And the only thing she said she would have changed in her childhood is that she wished her mother had been home yet. Now, how does that dig at your heart? So this business, for these young people that have small children, they can be there to listen to their child say their first words, take their first step, be there when they're sick. I had to listen to it from a babysitter, right? Like, my gosh. And this opportunity is for any age, 18, of course, is the minimum age, but anybody at all. So for young families, and we have some great young families in this business that are just doing this full time, the husband and wife together. And, they do go lives with their children, every day, and the things that they can do. What a way to raise your family, and not having strangers do it, or the grandmother,
Definitely. Yeah. Yes. So the next question to you, Deborah, is that how this business has helped you to grow as a person. So what have been your personal growth? Of course, you come from a very professional background. So how this business helped you for that?
Well, I would never put my face out on social media talking like I'm doing this interview. It took a long time for me to, put myself out there and talking. And then I thought, well, if I can do this, how many people can I help? Because my New Year's goal every year since I've been in this business is to help the amount of people per the year. So like 2017, 2018, 2019,
Right.
2020, and now 2021. But my realistic goal is to help 221 become successful this year. And that is something that is in my heart to do. And if I have to go out live and do it, it's just something that I would never have done before, right?
Yes.
I'm putting myself out there. I do what I have to do to help the people that I want to help, right?
Yes,
So yeah,
definitely.
it's a big difference. And like I said, it gave me the opportunity to live in Mexico. I'd never been living in Mexico if it wasn't for this business, right?
Yes.
Because how would I have ever done that? I would be lucky. I don't know where I'd been if I hadn't have found this business, because I was without a job. I couldn't draw unemployment because I earned too much money, because I got a big severance package, and you know, I paid off bills and things with it, because I thought, you know, I'm going to get a job. You know, I've never been without work. I've never drawn unemployment. I had never been without work. So, and then 10 years prior to that, I took a job other than my accounting business, because we moved from one side of Canada to the other side. And that's why I took the job, because I thought this is going to be much better working for somebody than working for myself, right? Well,
Definitely.
No job security when you work for somebody else, but when you work for yourself, you're the only one that can fire you, right? So
yes. The viewers, also from my point of view, the few comments here that, of course, in a professional world, whatever your profession is, whatever work you are doing, I mean, obviously the jobs are contract based. There is job insecurity, and as Deborah said, she had to work 14 hours. Is it? Am I correct? Is it 14 hours? Is it?
Yeah,
sometimes
12 to 14
a day?
hours every day. Sometimes more.
Yes. So see how many hours you have to work, and the salary is not often very satisfactory, and you don't have any time for the things that you want in life, which are more important. Okay. Of course, to earn money, that's just one part of life. You have to do something. And then and then there is, as I said, there is no job security, and job could be gone any days. You could be laid off anytime. And like Deborah, she was laid off at a certain time or before her retirement. And so that's why you need to think, you need to diversify your income. I mean, that's why we are the people in this community, they started this business to diversify their income, not to depend on one source, so that they have a sort of second option to go to for the rainy days or for their future planning. And as they started like that, this business, for some people it took various period of time. For some people 1 year or 2 years, they were able to quit job. They were able to quit their full-time job, because this business gave them enough to sustain in whatever part of the life, even in expensive countries or non-expensive countries. So that's what this business have given. This business gave people the freedom that they truly desired. So Deborah, so the next question for me is that you said that you have your plan is to help a lot more people every year. So how many, sort of, if you can give a figure, if you have that, how many people are you guiding at the moment in your team?
Well, you know, I have a large group. I have, like, you know, a very large group, but I have a lot of leaders in my group right now. So, you know, when you get, you know, I got like 13, 15 other coaches in my group right now, and they each, you know, have a couple hundred people in their groups. So yeah, we have a large group right now, and but they learned, and they're doing the exact same thing I'm doing. So, you know, we all work together. And there's training. The training is above and beyond anything. And, you know, there's specialty people working in each division. And, you know, once people become business owners, they have access to all of that. So if they have a question, you don't go to somebody that's not sure the answer. You go to the professional, right? And we have the whole groups of those. So for all the different divisions, it's amazing. It's amazing. And the courses that we have available to teach people, you could not even buy them in a university. We have a patent on it, and nobody can touch it. And you know, when people actually come in and actually see it, they'll say, wow, like it's amazing,
Yeah.
because we teach you how to be a professional in this business.
Yes. Yes, definitely, viewers. So that more or less concludes our conversation today. I mean, before I sign off, I'd just like to add that if you ever wanted to work in the online space, if you ever wanted that you want to develop a side hustle, and most of the people at the current era, they spend a lot of time in social media, in Facebook, YouTube. And so if you want to spend those time, at least a portion of that time, more productively and monetize that, and you want to learn the skill and the strategies, because leveraging the social media, for me, I believe it's a very, very relevant skill, regardless of whatever your background is, whatever profession you come from. So if you ever wanted to do that, and especially during this pandemic time, if you take a lesson that to develop a second option, then our business probably one of the best option that is available in the online space. And for that, the first step is to register for a free webinar. It will take 90 minutes of your time, and I can tell you that this has been a life-changing experience for you. Take the leap of faith and register for free webinar, and we'll see you inside. Deborah, before I conclude, could you kindly also add few comments for our viewers?
Yes. Well, you know what, people, just live by faith, not fear, and go to that information session, the webinar he's talking about, because we don't want to convince anybody to do this business. We want you to make the decision. And you know what? We know it's not for everybody. We want coachable people and people that want to change their life. And for those of you, how are you going to know if it's for you or not unless you go and watch that 90-minute information session? There you're going to get enough information for you to make your own informed decision. And that's what we want, is for you to make your own informed decision. But don't let it pass you by, because it just may be what you've been looking for. It was exactly what I was looking for, but I didn't know it at the time. And you know what, folks? That ad went across my page every day for I'm not sure how long. But since I became a business owner, I have to this day not seen that ad again. And they're still running it. Right? And I have never seen it to this day. So to me, I was brought to this business for a reason. And I think it was, you know, to lead by an example on how I became successful. And it can be happen for you guys. So don't let it pass you by.
All right, viewers. So that covers our session for today. And Deborah, thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful time in Mexico. Yes. All right.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for blessing me.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.